Hey guys, what's going on? James Daniel here to help you make buying or selling a home for the first time simple here in San Pedro, California. In today's video, I'm going to go over how to find the best real estate agent for you. And this is going to be the first video of the series in which I'm calling Love Buying a Home. In this series, it's going to go over everything from today's video of finding the best agent for you to the last video of closing, getting your keys. Hey, we're excited. So if you want to make sure you get every video of this series, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. If you like this content today about how to find the best agent for you, please feel free to hit the like button. I remember when I was first starting out on my journey of trying to buy my first home, and the first step, right, is finding a real estate agent. So I remember just, in Google typing in real estate agents in Los Angeles. And it was really hard to choose from the different agents. So that's why today I'm going to go over 10 factors of what you should look for when you're trying to find the agent to help you find your first home. I really hope this helps anyone who's on their journey. Let's get into the content. All right, so factor number one, I would go with first of asking my friends, my family, or even my coworkers. All of these people in this group have probably, if they bought a home, used the agent and had either a good or bad experience. So hopefully the ones with a good experience, you can kind of go online, check it out, see if they're still active, see if they're specializing in really what you want to and what you're kind of looking for out in the market. And maybe even give them a call and just kind of see if there's someone that you want to work with. Just like anything else in life, whether it's a doctor, a veterinarian, or a dentist, you're going for the first time, you're really going to want to get a feel on if it fits best for you. And it should be the same way when you're looking for your real estate agent, because this is a big purchase in your life and you want the right person to be able to help you. All right, so the second factor would be an agent who specializes in the type of home, the area, or even for you as a first-time home buyer. So let's start with that one. As a first-time home buyer, you're gonna need a lot of hand-holding. I remember being a first-time home buyer, really not knowing much about the process, having to deal with a lender, then having to deal with my agent, then looking at houses, and having all these things come to my email via the MLS. So you're gonna need someone that you can easily just pick up the phone, shoot a text, and get that information from to help you out as a first-time home buyer. The type of home, you could be looking for a single-family home, a condo, a multifamily, whatever it is. You're going to want someone who is knowledgeable about the process of buying those type of homes and can really give you all the information you need as a first-time home buyer to feel comfortable about moving forward, or to even help you make your decision on which direction to go. And the last would be area. You're going to want someone who's pretty knowledgeable about the certain area. So if you have any questions about a certain neighborhood, about a certain street, or a certain area of the neighborhood, they can give you honest and insightful feedback for you to be able to move forward. The last thing you want to do is to move to a certain area of a neighborhood and you realize that it's really not for you for whatever reason that might be. So making sure that that person has knowledge about the area that you're living in and making this big investment in is key. Someone who makes you feel comfortable. Now, this process, you're going to be calling this person, riding this person's car, emailing them for the next probably 3 months, maybe even 4 months, depending on how long it takes you to buy this home. So you're going to want someone who's more of like a cheerleader, a coach, a teacher, someone that you feel comfortable riding around with every weekend to go look at homes, and is very helpful for you, doesn't put you down when you have just questions that you might think that are dumb. It is there for you, is comfortable to talk to you when you're on the phone. It can kind of calm you down and guide you through the process to get you focused on back what you guys are trying to achieve, which is buying a home. This is a scary endeavor, buying your first home. So you don't want to have to deal with a scary journey and then a scary real estate agent at the same time. You want someone who makes you feel comfortable, is knowledgeable, and can really be that coach and cheerleader to get you to closing day. So number 4, an agent who really takes time to listen to you, to help you discover your needs and your wants in buying your first home. this agent should really not be forcing you to go a certain direction or anything. It should be quiet, asking great questions to help figure out what your wants and needs are. Like, you might be coming into this and have questions or have desires or needs or all these things that may not fit, but they're asking questions that make you really think about what you want and help you to get a better understanding of what's possible through this whole process. Things like, hey, I want to live by where do you want to live? Do you have a dog? What kind of food do you like to eat? Do you want to be in a place that's further out? Do you want to be closer into the city? Do you have kids? Is there a certain type of school you want them to go to? Do you want to live by the ocean? How far away do you want to live from work? Just continually asking these questions to help you really narrow down to where you want to live. The last thing you want is an agent who does not listen to you, who kind of tries to direct you a certain way that doesn't work for you, and it's just not a great experience. So really someone who listens to help you discover your wants and needs and can lead you in the right direction. So number 5 is an agent who respects your time and your timetable. And I mean this in 2 separate ways because they are 2 different things. So respecting your time meaning, hey, we have a showing on Saturday at 11 o'clock. He's there at 11 o'clock. She's there at 11 o'clock. And they're ready to work and to help you out. They're not there late. When you've already been there earlier and just kind of dragging your Saturday or your Sunday or whenever you're looking at homes behind. They have a good schedule of when everything's going to happen and how it's going to happen. So they seem very organized. So they're not wasting your time. They're not wasting their time. And you're making great decisions with the schedule that they put forth. And then when I mean your timetable, someone who's not pushing you forward because you're not ready. I think a good agent knows when to kind of say, hey, this may be a good time to move forward in a certain way by showing you details of what's going on in the market, not by pushing you like, hey, you need to buy today. I don't think that's just a good feeling, especially with this type of investment you're making into buying your first home. So the key things in this one are finding someone who respects your time and somebody who's not pushy or rushing you just to get a sale on their side, but making sure you're getting the right fit for you. And number 6 is an agent who communicates with you clearly and regularly. Someone who has potentially a schedule. I know I like to use a schedule with my clients of like, when we're looking at homes, hey, I'm going to send you homes on Thursday at this time that I like outside of the homes that are coming to you through the MLS. And these homes are going to be the ones that we're going to be able to check out this weekend. If you want to make any adjustments, please let me know. I'll work on scheduling those Friday and we'll go from there during that weekend. Someone who is, able outside of just, being able to have a clear and communicative schedule, but when you call them, text them, email them, they answer you. They don't leave you hanging. And even if they can't get back to you right now, they shoot you a text like, hey, let me call you back in a few minutes. I have this going. So I think that someone who can clearly communicate what's going on during the process, can be there for you when you need them to ask a question, to get an update on whatever that is. And someone who says, hey, I can't talk right now, but hey, can we schedule a time there? Just someone who's clear and there for you is something that you are really going to need to look for when you're buying your first home. Okay, so number 7, an agent who negotiates and has your back at all times. When you're buying a home, this is almost like it is a business transaction. So you're going to want someone who is able to negotiate well, and it should be a win-win for you and the seller. But someone who's able to have your back at all times when it gets down to this under contract phase for the most part. So someone who really can sit down with you, go over the different tactics that they have to help you with whatever scenario may arise, and that you feel comfortable with, you feel like they're behind you with whatever strategy they might have, and then they can clearly communicate this to the listing agent and be able to get what you need done. So I think this is probably one of the most key things in this whole process of finding the best agent for you. So make sure you have that conversation with these agents when you first are trying to vet them out and see if they're the best agent. All right, so number 8, an agent who knows the local market inside and out. And this is going to be in 2 different ways. So I think knowing the local market meaning, hey, knowing the price of condos, knowing the price of single family homes, knowing why certain things are cheaper in one area than the other. What areas, may have more land, what areas are better for condos, what areas are better for walking, for biking, whatever that might be. Someone who is very knowledgeable about that landscape of that city or neighborhood that you're looking in. And then back to that, an agent who has good relationships in the area. I mean, that could be with like other homeowners, a different office. Like I know in my office at Keller Williams, we have meetings every Wednesday, and a lot of the top agents are in there, and I can say, hey, I have a buyer who's looking for this, and who knows what might come up. So someone who's really knowledgeable not only about the geographic area of the neighborhood, but definitely has those relationships to be able to help making buying a home easier for you and potentially faster for you compared to someone who doesn't have relationships in that certain neighborhood. Number 9, so an agent who looks at real estate as more of a financial tool to empower your life. This isn't just an agent who's trying to get a sale and then you're off. I think this needs to be a person who's like, hey, when you buy this house, you can potentially sell it for this, or hey, when you shouldn't sell it, you could probably rent this out afterwards and buy something, or whatever strategy that is, whatever your goals are. But someone who should be helping you not only just to get into the house, but to kind of give you a better overall plan, after you do get into the house, what should happen, or even before that, when it comes to the amount of money you're putting down, trying to find ways to help you save money when you're going through this process up front. So I think an agent who not only helps you in the long run, but in the short run while you're still trying to purchase your first home. Number 10 is an agent who never says goodbye. So this person should be helping you out, because when you're a first-time home buyer, okay, you got in the home, but now it's like, hey, what do you do? And when something comes up, you're probably going to want someone to call to see if they can help you out. So I've had past clients, they call me, hey, I need a plumber, hey, I need someone's floor, whatever that is. You have information, or they have information to give you to help you when things come arise, or help you just be proactive about things that can potentially happen. I have a newsletter I set my new homeowners up, and they get something monthly of just different things that help them be the best homeowner they can be. I've heard of other agents even having different events every month that they can be a part of. They continue to build that relationship with their past clients. So, definitely, I don't think you need an agent who's just, for that transaction, someone who can help you out for the long term and someone that you feel free referring to your friends. Thank you guys for listening to this video. That's it for the first video of this series, Love Buying a Home. If you have any questions about finding the best agent for you in your area, or hey, you would like to use me as the agent for your area, please feel free to shoot me an email below at my email at james.daniel@kw.com. I hope this helps you get started on your journey. Stay tuned for the next video. Take care.